Bart Ehrman is coming out with a new book today. Love Thy Stranger, How the Teachings of Jesus Transform the Moral Conscience of the West. Now, I bought 7 of Bart's other books, and I found them to be a useful resource, but I have some pretty big issues with this one. I've kept up with everything released so far through Bart's podcasts, blogs, and social media posts about the book. To start out, though, I just want to do some high-level commentary on a thumbnail from one of Bart's Facebook posts. It says, "We live in a world of heightened hatred and hostility toward the other." I agree. Much of the animosity is directed toward those who are not like us. I agree again. And often our personal grievances lead to violent social action and government policy. I agree, but I would say repressive in addition to violent. The post then suggests that we should consider the ethical principles that lay at the root of our civilization as a solution. He's referring, of course, to the ethical principles of Christianity. Now, my immediate thought when reading this is that it's Christianity itself that has played a large part in contributing to those issues. Christianity is one of the main drivers behind the othering of marginalized groups and the creation and enactment of repressive social and government policies and actions. Bart's post suggests that we should turn to Christianity to solve the problems that are in large part caused by Christianity. That's what's effectively being suggested when it says we should consider the ethical principles that lay at the root of our civilization as a solution. Now, that is a big problem because in reality, there are no Christian moral principles for anyone to turn to. What there are inconsistent, malleable Christian cultural norms, values, and practices which may or may not be moral. The very idea for writing the book seems to be flawed if it's meant to be a prescription for what people should do today to address the issues mentioned in the thumbnail. And from reading his blog posts, that seems to be at least one of the big reasons for the book. It's an unforced error. What's past is past. It doesn't matter if Christianity has some values and practices that are moral. It doesn't matter what Christianity's past influence may have been. If Christianity also has some significant values and practices that are immoral, then it can't be considered to be a sound foundation for morality. Not only that, but Christianity is incredibly polarizing and divisive, even among Christians. It can never serve as a universal foundation for morality. There's no historical research that Bart can do to change that.